Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. The man calling the shots in the huddle will be Derek Carr in his 5th year now out of Fresno State.
He did make his 3rd straight Pro Bowl, but the numbers didn't really reflect what is known as Pro Bowl caliber. 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions on a 6-10 team. But the biggest question in Oakland in this offseason, how will he and new head coach Jon Gruden mesh? That's the key to victory for the Oakland Raiders.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
On first down, Carr. And he'll be out of the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
Let's highlight a big strength of this team, the offensive line led by Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson. All 3 were Pro Bowlers in 2017, but it didn't translate as well as they wanted on offense. Just 23rd in scoring and a 6-10 record.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. They feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by Mark Barron. The defense here for the Rams.
I'm focused here on Aqib Talib. Into his 30s now, but still playing at an extremely high level and has a reputation as a ball magnet. And a lot of people think that means the ball just comes right to him. No, he goes and gets it, both in interceptions, forces fumbles, and oftentimes turns it into 6 points for his own team.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Southern California right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
All right. Come on now. Hard ball. Hot. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, we got 4. Hot. Black 20. 76. 76. Hard ball.
From the red zone now, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hot. Black 20.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Hey, four down. 180. Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 73 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Carr gives to Marshawn. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Longacre, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Ceeredd out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding. Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Carr now to throw. And that's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Handoff comes to Lynch. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start. Offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hey, 5!
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Broken tackle. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
20! 11!
3rd and 2. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Rashard. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Monday, down. Blue 80. Push it up. Push it up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Ceeredd Cook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Lee Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now Carr. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Carr to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Los Angeles. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Another carry now for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.